damn it, Jeff. I cannot stand all the pop-up text that we have to deal with in this game. It's just excruciating. What? What are you doing? No. Don't. No, don't pop-up text. Next screen. Do you talk with your mouth? I can't do it. Jeff, stop. Jeff.
Yes, Grant.
Here's why I don't like anime.
Okay. Oh, holy shit.
I just feel like anime, manga. I mean, what is this? This would be kind of borderlining anime, this game?
I mean, I would call it a Japanese game. I wouldn't know if I would call it anime, but...
Maybe I just get a little bit confused on the terms, because, like, if manga is comic form, print form,
sure,
anime is animation,
right,
then what do you call it when it's video games?
Just
Does it
Japanese
have a term?
video game?
Just Japanese video game?
Yeah.
Here's what I don't like about the stuff.
Okay.
X, come on, skip through that. There seems to be, like, awkward sexualization of women in it. They're always, like, ridiculous proportion, weight, like, big boob, like, always showing revealing outfits. And, you know, some comics do that too.
Right.
But it seems kind of across the board. There's, like, this weird, almost like prepubescent but with big boobs. It's like big doll eyes, and I don't know, a lot of the features are weird. And then the motions of everyone are just stuttered and kind of creepy. Why can't I go that way? I don't know. It all makes me feel like weird. It just kind of takes away from like the storylines.
Just the difference in the kind of, I guess, the cultural norms that are being presented.
Yeah. And then the heightened fight scenes, which are like this ultra mega moment, but it's also kind of awkward because it's like they really are dedicated to this, like flying through the sky, attacking people.
Right.
It's like everything's like over dramatized to where it takes you out of the moment. To me,
do you feel that's just a general cultural difference in the way that the fiction is presented?
Possibly
between the different cultures.
You like this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I watched anime. I've read a fair amount of manga. I mean, I'm not I'm not I don't like go into all that much of it, but I think you're gonna need to keep going north to get to the village. But I find that there are these, like, take for example the idea of like just some of the visual storytelling that you see, like the teardrop, right? The giant teardrop, or the lines that you'll see on the face expressing like dismay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That it's a very different style of storytelling than what we're generally exposed to in kind of Western storytelling, right?
Yes.
And for me, I guess the whole thing, like, I can understand people. I mean, I've never, there are people out there who don't like anime, right? And I don't necessarily think that I would never like try to make somebody who disliked anime like anime. On the other hand, I think that after watching it a lot when I was a teenager in the 90s, when they had that kind of big renaissance, stuff like Ninja Scroll and Ghost in the Shell was coming over, Akira and stuff like that was coming out, and you were seeing it for the first time, that it was interesting. The way that I would liken it would be to, when you watch whoa.
I released it.
When you start getting into foreign movies for the first time, right? Like European movies, and you're like, the way that, like, say, people in a British TV show react to stimuli is very different from the way that you see in American TV shows, or the way that you watch a French movie, and just the things that that they find important in those movies are different than the things that you'll find in American movies.
I mean, I appreciate that with, like, real people and their dynamic.
Right.
But it seems like there's just sort of stereotypes and tropes that have to play out in most anime that I watch, and I just don't like that type of story.
But okay, well, let me ask you this: what about live action Japanese movies? Do you? I mean, you know,
I find kind of relationship dynamics to be a lot weirder, a lot more.
But do you? I mean,
off. But look at this little meditation.
Can you activate the? Can you activate that pillar?
Did I not?
It says hit the circle button to Pillar of Fools. Oh, okay.
I guess that is my
set it
spawn
as your
point.
spawn point. I guess.
Sure.
I wonder about you've got like a little. You got the little calorie bar up in the upper left-hand corner that is.
Oh, I guess I can warp from there if I wanted.
That is going down as you. What's distribute grade points?
Let me see.
You get a 4.0. Oh, okay. So this is upgrading.
Okay, so I can level up.
Yep.
Give me more hit points.
Yep.
How many do? That's all I have.
You got one.
Okay.
Yeah. See, because I feel like I see that when you, I mean, you know, it's easy at first, I guess, to just talk. I mean, you know, like in a lot of the way that action is portrayed in anime, a lot of it too, I can see coming from a as a having an animation background, right?
And I'm sure I'm just a complete outsider who doesn't really understand a lot of the idiosyncrasies, and I haven't been exposed to a lot of the good storylines. Like, are there subgenres of this like that are clearly defined?
Of JRPGs or anime? I mean, well, I'd say both actually.
Okay.
You know, there's like when you look at Japanese games, right? You'll see RPGs definitely are a big one, but then there's also like there's games that are specifically set up as like relationship storytelling type of stuff, dating simulators most of the time.
Yeah.
That don't tend to come over here as much. Where you know they're very dialogue heavy and they're based on making a relationship with women, and a lot of times you know there's sex component to them and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I as anime goes, there's different sorts of anime that is, you know, there's some that's drama, there's some that's action, there's some that's mecha or sci-fi, you know, that kind of stuff. And so there's definitely different types to look at. And
yeah.
Kind of, I mean, you know, like I prefer, when I was first started watching anime, I preferred mecha anime more than anything. You know, your Robotechs and Gundams and you know, that kind of stuff. Or I should say Macross, not
Man, I get that there's genres, but I guess what I meant by that is are there different styles? Or I mean, when people speak, Western culture speaks about like anime,
right.
I think we're all thinking of like one kind of specific like set of tropes that we see within
circle.
Sorry, I need to hit circle. There we go. That we see within it, but I'm wondering if we're just being exposed to one very particular type, or at least that's kind of the one that we're expecting.
Well, there's
criticize it.
I would ask more about kind of what you're talking about as far as like art style, or
yeah, I mean, in part I'd say Dragon Ball Z, but in part it also kind of lumps in with this.
This music is so goddamn goofy, Grant.
This music is terrible.
So goofy. Uh-oh. Nope. You're not doing anything.
Okay, I guess I can't hit the Cosmic Owl. Whoa. Cosmic Owl, what are you doing? I'm going to leave you alone.
I think you're...
What is this giant slug?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought that said level 21 at first.
Oh.
There's all kinds of mechanics occurring.
Getting attacked by a pumpkin.
Yeah, there's all kinds of mechanics occurring in here that are kind of making me more interested in this game. Like you see that thing on the left, Grant, with all the numbers and shit on it? That's kind of Jeff Crack a little bit.
Oh,
like,
is it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, I want to make all those numbers get higher and
that's ridiculous.
Figure out how to make them like the highest that they can definitely be.
Well, I mean, in part, I'll definitely admit that I'm out of my league and even trying to comment on anime. But my initial impression is I don't care for this stuff.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen it, I'm like, I can't really get into it because of stylistic elements.
And is that
it's
visual elements mainly, or
visual elements? You know how they'll integrate the voice acting, audio, stuff like that. Everyone speaks very rapid pace, and then they're very dramatic and shouty, and all of that is just. It's just like visual and auditory vomit to me.
Well, I could definitely see where, you know, when you first...
Even this game, it just seems noisy. It's visually noisy.
Towards the exclamation point. No, the exclamation point. The yellow dots are enemies.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that you've got, like, you know, the GCal thing up there is like your timer. And I can understand that. I mean, it's very much a different kind of... It's definitely kind of a culture shock thing, right? When you first encounter something like this. Especially, you know, you talk about the especially like the fighting and, you know, the kind of stuff that you see in Dragon Ball and stuff like that. I guess that's why I found Ghost in the Shell was an interesting first was definitely an interesting first anime for me, because a lot of Ghost in the Shell, like, there were some really interesting action sequences in Ghost in the Shell, but there were also like these long periods in the movie where they were just talking about philosophy and like, what does it mean to be a human? What does it mean to be a machine? What does it mean, you know, what does life mean? Blah, blah, blah. There were long sections in the Ghost in the Shell movie that were just people having these conversations about philosophical concepts that had nothing with that were not scream and jump up and throw your sword at a dude, you know.
Was it good?
I thought so.
You like that aspect?
When I was a teenager, I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell 1 in a while, but as a teenager, there was some interesting stuff in there. Well, it tied directly into what I like a lot about sci-fi, right? In that it was exploring what does it mean to be, you know, a human? What does it mean? What is consciousness in this world where you can copy people's brains? And the anime that I tend to enjoy the most usually either features stuff like that, or a lot of times it'll also be so I think you might need to eat something to
I need to go up.
Calories up, or you need to equip those other weapons that you got. Hit right on the D-pad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you just finish?
No, I hit right.
Oh,
turn.
Oh, okay. Hit the start button. There we go. So go to equip, because like every time you equip another weapon, you get another attack.
Oh,
so
okay.
you might want to throw another, like on 4 and 5, you might want to throw. Oh, I don't know if you can.
I don't think I have any other weapons.
Oh, okay.
I try down here.
No. Accessory, maybe? No. Nope. All right. We'll go back to that other one. Can you stomach? What's in your stomach? Okay. Use items?
I don't have any.
No. Okay. All right. We missed the part where it was talking about. I want that timer to go back up again, Grant. Timers in video games make me very nervous. But I feel like.
Whoa! I'm gonna eat this caterpillar guy.
Yeah, consume the shit out of him. A beast man from He-Man.
Beast man.
Beast man, you look so different.
My screen name, my online identity back in like '95, the AOL online era, was Beastor, which was a combination of Beastman and Spikor from He-Man.
All right. Are you sure it wasn't Beastman and Stinkor?
It could have been Stinkor. It was very smelly at the time.
What does he want with his little?
He's like, "Come with me."
How do you feel about caterpillars, Grant?
I think they're pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
I was just listening to something that was talking about the chrysalis period. How they kind of like liquefy most of their body, and there's like some of the DNA in there, but they turn into liquid inside that cocoon.
What?
And then they kind of just reform. They become a whole nother being.
That's crazy.
There's elements of their like wings that are already tucked inside of them, but it still liquefies and then reconstructs. And that's nuts for them to become a butterfly.
That's
like
pretty fucking insane.
Yeah. Which is why it's still kind of a mystery how the whole chrysalis thing works, and like they still don't fully know.
Right.
Scientists. That's weird to me.
Fucking figure it out, science. Come on, man. I want to be able to turn into goop while I'm asleep and turn into a fucking, I don't know, beast man.
Yeah, you want to turn into that next evolution of man.
That's right.
Wingman.
I saw that movie, Splice. I know what's up.
Hey, story. Yeah, I love these little chat screens. That's the best part of this game.
You really don't like them at all.
Really hate them.
You're just
This guy kind of looks cool.
You are the literal embodiment of TLDR at this point, Grant.
I am just hitting X through this whole thing. Just
okay,
move.
so now you got to fight
now
this.
you fight this.
But you got to wait for him to attack.
Turn his back on me. Okay.
See when the little blue meter goes down, then you can actually hit him. So,
he's a roly-poly.
Yep. Now you can hit.
Here I thought he was a caterpillar. Hit him now.
See, that was effective.
I do have a health meter finally.
Yep. So I don't know. I mean, like I think that a lot of times, once again, that a lot of anime takes a lot of time. Sometimes some of them can also take time to get into.
Yeah.
And that a lot of it, like, I'll be the first person to say that I was a real big fan back in the old days of Evangelion, big mecha show.
Yeah.
And that there were whole episodes of that had these very long, dry scenes of characters being very introspective, that I could totally understand would turn people the fuck off.
Well, what's
right?
that new hot shit one? Like Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan, yeah.
Everyone's like freaking the fuck out about.
Yep, Attack
Have
on
you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Is it really good?
Yeah. But once again, I mean, I think that it has some of the same things that you're talking about.
I'm still not going to like it if I can't get over my distaste of those elements.
Well, let me put it this way. Like, Attack on Titan has, like, the characters. I think one of the things that you maybe see more in anime, and we've circled around this a little bit on other podcasts, or on other, I think we've talked about this a little bit on, or things like this on our Last of Us playthrough, right?
Is he going to turn into a moth?
I don't know. Nope, he's going to turn into goo, just like you said.
Goo!
He just didn't have the chrysalis around him first. Yeah. Is that the feelings of characters in anime are very important, and they're often very exaggerated. They're very powerful, right?
They're all like super emo about everything.
Right. They're they're not just happy. They're fucking ecstatic. They're not just sad. They're just like
they're slitting their wrists about something.
The main character in Attack on Titan, like, I made a joke when I first started watching Attack on Titan. I was like, God damn, I like this show, but people can't go more than 20 minutes without the main character or somebody just weeping uncontrollably.
It's like everyone is manic, and there's no subtlety to anything.
Yeah.
And I think I appreciate subtlety in my storytelling.
But you see, what I would say... Oh, shit. She wants you to fucking skin this guy?
I guess so.
Skin this motherfucker. Skin his like, I can't tell. Oh, we brought the swamp.
Whoa.
We skipped the part where she's telling us that she wants the swamp everywhere.
She wants to swamp everything.
Yeah, she wants to make everything smell like moldy cheese.
Give everything the swamp ass.
Okay, but see, what I'm going to say, Grant, is that I feel like a lot of, at least the kind of AAA American storytelling, or like your big budget Hollywood movies or whatever,
we're just as tacky.
That feelings are just as simplistic, and it's just that they aren't. That as a culture, at least I feel like Americans are discouraged from expressing that sort of emotion in a very public way, right? Oh, Jesus,
we're hyper masculine.
Right, exactly.
Machismo culture.
And that you see probably a lot more of that same kind of subtlety in, I would say, in European storytelling.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I think that when I watched The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I thought there were some really interesting characters in there. Or stuff like, I've been watching Boardwalk Empire recently, and the Richard Harrow character, I think, is a really interesting character. Even though he barely has any facial expressions, he still has a lot of interesting character depth, but it's not the sort of thing. It took 3 seasons to really get to know him to the point where you could get that.
Sure.
Whereas when you got a 2-hour movie, it's hard not to say, I feel sad, because you need people to know you feel sad.
That's one of the reasons I think TV is just so dominant, because it can take its time to tell a story, where a movie's got to try and push everything into just 2 hours.
Right. Plus, you also run the risk in American cinema of people not understanding. You have emotional subtlety, and then people are like, that guy's boring. Why is he boring? It's like, well, he's got torture. He's tortured. And he's like, well, He's just got one facial expression. I don't know what that is.
Didn't you see how he looked in the mirror at that one moment?
You got to slow down a little bit here, Grant.
Are you trying to
slow down
read
just a little bit?
No,
No, a little bit, but I think the people that are watching maybe, if people are watching
this, the wrong Let's Play, my friends.
Just you don't have to you don't have to wait for them to quit talking. But
there is no gameplay. This is all just like some story I don't care about. Obviously, she's taking over the forest.
Yes. It's a fight between like spirits and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But then I think that what you're talking about with anime, with them screaming emotions and stuff like that, that it's not like that with every anime. Like,
and that's probably the other thing I was mentioning. It's like maybe I'm characterizing a whole genre by just this very small group of the worst of the worst I'm seeing.
Very possibly. I mean,
just as everyone might be like, oh, I can't stand your movies. They're all Nick Cage movies and Vin Diesel, and they're terrible.
It's all Nicolas Cage going, not the bees.
Yeah. all your American cinema is garbage.
It's like, we know, dude, not the bees. I don't want the bee hat either. Nobody wants to wear the bee hat.
Not very comfortable or fashionable.
Does she have a shirt on? Or is it just like...
It's just boob holders at this point.
What's all that orange? Is that her hair? Okay, no, I see.
She's been to a tanning booth.
I don't know what... Yeah, she's got a bad spray-on tan.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So I don't know. I mean, like, I definitely feel that the Japanese storytelling, Japanese culture, whatever, is a definite acquired taste, right?
Sure.
It's not the sort of thing that is instantaneously accessible, but a lot of times it can be even more rewarding if you're willing to get into it. But a lot of it involves a lot of this kind of exposition. And actually,
holy buckets, dude. This is rough. And they're doing very little with that animation there.
Yeah.
Having people just kind of bounce up and down and their mouth jibber-jabbering.
Yep.
How much does they charge for this game?
I got this one off GameFly, but I think it'd probably be at least 40, if not 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But these are very niche games, and it's funny because we're actually seeing in a way the reversal of fortune, where, like I was telling you when we were in the break, that it used to be that if you wanted like the top tier of game development, a lot of times you would be looking for a Japanese studio, something like Capcom back in the old days, or Konami or something like that. And now I feel like
this is evidence of their fall from grace.
Not this. I wouldn't put this particular game, because this game is from a studio that makes a lot of games that are like this, right?
Yeah.
They're very specific. So people that like these games, they want games that are kind of like this. But that overall Japanese game development is not what it used to be, Final Fantasy's been in a rut for a while. Or just fucking
Fuck you, lamp.
Can you pick it up? You can talk to him.
Hey, you seem to be an asshole. Who's just...
Can you equip those other weapons now?
Oh, yeah. Let me see. How much time we got?
That's a good question. About 10 more minutes.
Oh, okay.
There you go. You got some more...
The loser sword.
Wait, no, you dude, put the people's lance on. The people's elbow.
And... shoddy hammer.
I bet there's a way, that if you
I can put a green charm here.
what does that do?
What? They do things?
Yeah. Defense power 1. Okay.
There you go.
And did you have anything for protector?
No,
okay.
nothing there.
What's Tachaka?
Stomach is empty. I have nothing to put in it. My
Chaka.
Nothing.
Okay. So I bet there's a whole system here where if you put the
weed gum.
If you put the weapons in the right order, that you get better attack bonuses by being able to do different, because each weapon represents one attack. So I'm willing to bet that, like, if you start with fast stuff and then you go to slower stuff, maybe end with a heavy attack.
No, I don't want to save.
All right, you probably should go... Oh, are you going to try raiding the witch's house? No, that's not a good idea, bro. Game over. You're dead. Oof.
I couldn't win. Yeah, it turns out I cannot beat her people. That's cool.
That's the end of the game. So can you go back out that way to the outside map where we were before?
To the right?
Yeah, up and to the right. Let's see if we can get to level 2.
Let's find out.
I do, after watching this, though, I am going to say that this is a fairly ugly game. This is a pretty goddamn ugly game.
It's just a lot of garbage they seem to lay on there. Do I want that? I want to go to this next one, right?
Oh, there's an event.
Here, little butterfly.
You want to go... Oh, no, these are the stages you've already been to.
Okay.
So you want to probably go to the event. I guess you got to go visit the witch's house instead of trying to dominate it? Because that's where we are, right?
Yeah, this is the forest I'm going back to.
Oh, okay.
And
Tip
now
number
it's
22.
Because she's taking control of it.
As you use a weapon, you gain XP. After a certain amount of a level up, your attack power will increase. Bucket list.
Cool. Is that
Fools Rock
that was
Anima.
supposed to be my guy, the little dancing eyeball thing in the
Yes. And then they put the hat on him and became the Hunter Knight.
bottom? Yeah, now he's got 2 eyeballs.
Yep.
He's evolving.
Yes. Soon enough, he will take over the world.
I mean, clearly that's a story. We were
I
talking
think
about that also off mic.
This is a brand new area.
Is it?
I believe so.
Well, I don't see it on... Yeah, it's not mapped out anymore.
Yeah.
All right, here's this exclamation point. More text boxes for me? More story I can click through?
I feel like at this point,
Sure hope so.
Grant, that I'm going to have to put you and Jason and John and maybe Allison on like a rotation so that you only have to play like 2 JRPGs a year.
No, I mean, this is really great. I love this. It's called reading the game.
So much reading. You guys, it's really hard to do a Let's Play.
It's not even a good book.
And talk and read all at the same time.
People don't care. They watch other people who do it.
Yeah.
Those people are boring. You guys watch a bunch of boring Let's Players who read everything.
We've had a 15-minute conversation about fucking anime tropes and storytelling in various parts of the world.
Yeah, top that.
Ugh. It seems like
you guys can go back to your garbage episodes of other Let's Plays.
Greg, you're in a pretty bad mood today, man. Just like,
so mean for no reason.
Where is the jovial Grant that I know? What happened to the Grant that I used to know?
You'll see him on the Patreon episode this week. I'll go back to being cheerful for that.
Rah. So I guess it's like your stamina bar around the outside.
This is like you, Jason, trolling me.
It's me, Jason, trolling you?
Yeah.
Oh, by making you play this?
Yeah.
You know, people were really upset last week when you played Connect Sports Rivals instead of Jason. They were like, what? Jason?
Why are you having chopped liver play?
Right.
What? Yeah. What am I?
Which, you know, if you look at the...
What?
No, you're going the wrong direction. You got to go up.
But this was unmapped territory. I
yeah.
This is
There's probably stuff down here.
Well, I guess I go toward that exclamation point.
So far on Rage Select, we've played 3 Connect games, right?
Yeah.
We played Just Dance.
I played 2 of them.
And then we played Fighter Within or whatever that Jason and I played. Punching the screen for 30 minutes where we're going to die.
That sounds miserable.
And then we played Connect Sports Rivals. So next time it's Jason's turn. I'm not making Grant play all the games. We're taking turns, okay? Jeez Louise. How do you consume? They got that little bar down there.
Oh, am I supposed to like eat these guys?
I don't know. Maybe that's like, see when health gets below that bar.
Maybe I'm supposed to be hitting something.
Hit him once. No. Hit him once. And when his health goes below that little red bar, then see if you can hit the circle button or something.
I'm gonna
there
eat
you go.
you.
Now
Eat
consume. Consume.
I hit the circle.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it didn't.
Maybe that wasn't the right
maybe
button.
It's triangle for consume.
It was hard because I was behind a tree. All right. I'm going to eat you.
What is that noise?
I feel like he is eating them. He is consuming them just naturally.
Maybe so.
So I just have to keep killing people. That's part of the game. That howling?
Oh, okay. No, there's like a weird
Yeah.
sub-vocal fucking whoop, whoop, whoop going on. Apparently that was the game. So if you had to give this game a grade right now, what would you give it?
F.
Oh, what?
Where'd
They
all
took
my
away
shit
all
go?
your shit. Every time you got to redo your stats?
I'm just getting hit points now.
You just nothing but hit points?
Yeah.
You've never even been close to death in this game. You never even,
That's how I wasted it.
you just totally you fought that boss and it was just like, dude, I don't care. I fucking just run up and hit him.
Yeah. Do what I want now.
Oh shit, is this a village? You gonna go in the houses?
Rape and pillage.
Oh, but now they've got levels. You're probably not high enough to pillage.
We'll see.
This seems like it's a weapons store. You rapscallion.
Rapscallion.
Shopkeeper fist? Is that a sex move?
I got thrown the fuck out.
Oh, so can you visit it? Oh shit, it also fucked
Beat
you.
up this motherfucker.
It really fucked you up.
Look at this guy I'm getting in a fight with.
Yeah, you're
Come on,
ineffective.
you big bubba.
It's Wreck-It Ralph.
You fucking bitch.
I'm gonna wreck it.
All right, I'll leave you alone.
Dude, he's like throwing
Throw a
stuff at you.
tomato
Now?
at me. Look at this old lady. I can't beat her up either.
Nope.
I'm starting fights with everyone.
This whole town is pissed off at you now, Grant.
Run away.
This is exactly what happened to us when we tried to kill the chickens.
Oh my gosh, is that the Mom Fratelli from Goonies?
Oh God, it does. It looks like her, right?
You got everyone mad at me.
And this old lady. Yep. Shit. It's totally effective.
Are they going to kill me?
I think they're going to kill you. You need to visit one of these stores. Yeah, just a really terrible camera. Really terrible camera.
And we'll just kind of pay these guys a visit.
Oh, well, you're an even match for them.
Ooh. And I snuck in.
Are they all still pissed off?
They're still waiting. Damn.
Yep.
The mob is angry. I'm kicked out by the residents.
Oh, fuck. They're all waiting out there to stone you to death. Like I can't even path around.
I think
that
I'm probably
building.
just gonna have to leave the town and come back in.
Okay, yeah, I'm totally with you now. Yep, this game is probably pretty garbage. I don't know. Maybe it's got some. It seems like the action might be a little redeeming eventually, but
Maybe.
It's
One
hard to
day
say.
when we get there. We'll kill a bunch of killer pears or whatever the hell these things are.
Yeah, a little like. Are they the Sprout guys from freaking Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare?
Yeah. What was the name of the Green Giant's little like nephew or whatever?
Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo. That was his name,
that was it, right?
I'm pretty sure no. And I need more hit points. Just need it. So I can start fights. In
Oh
cities,
shit! You've only got like
villages.
37 seconds left or whatever until your grade calories go down
those
or whatever.
seconds?
Well, they continue going down.
Well, here I'm gonna eat a pumpkin real quick.
I don't think you're actually eating those pumpkins, man.
Oh shit. Well, I made it to the gates.
All right. I love roasted pumpkin seeds. You like roasted pumpkin seeds?
Yes.
They're so good.
But and like not every day. It's gotta be once a year kind of thing.
Yeah, you gotta get them fresh from the pumpkin.
Fresh from the pumpkin.
Yeah. Do you carve? How many jack o' lanterns did you carve last year, Grant?
0.
0?
I didn't carve any.
No.
I should have done one with my baby, but she doesn't have any motor skills.
You can't do
It's
that.
just me doing all the work.
You can't
I
do
give
that.
her all these knives, and she just like pokes herself. That's all she seems to do. With them.
I keep teaching her how to juggle. Grant, you can't. Every time you go towards that kid, it does the same
too.
thing.
It's like his body is backwards from what I think it should be.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, we are out of time.
Oh
I know, Grant.
no! But
I'll let you. Don't worry. I'll let you take this home to review. I'll let you
no,
take this
don't
home
do
as a
that
review
either.
copy.
I'm sorry, I even joked about being disappointed.
Folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button. Oh, see, can you consume him? Try circle on him. You can get up to him.
I'm
Get
gonna
an X
eat
button.
you.
Nope. Triangle? No? All right. Fine. Folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, hit subscribe. We would appreciate it.
I'll try the X button next time.
You'd like to see this a day earlier, you can head on over to rageselect.com where we have all kinds of videos, usually one, sometimes two, every single day of the week. If you would like to buy this game or literally anything through Amazon, since this game,
Fuck you, fucker.
maybe not exactly what you're looking to do, there should be a link down below that you can follow.
Bam.
So if you want to buy anything else, you can just go through to Amazon through that link and buy it, and we get a little slice of that. It helps us out immensely. If you'd like to help us in a more direct fashion, you can always sign up for Patreon. If you are signing up for Patreon, just FYI, I email those videos out every Monday. You get 3 extra videos a week in exchange for your contribution. Outside of that, it would be wonderful if you could whitelist us in your ad blocker and check us out every day for content. We've got some Facebook and Twitter buttons down below. It's pretty cool if you want to use those. Ba-boom. And with that, Grant, you're off the hook. We're done. You don't have to play any more Witch in the 100 Night.
I angered everyone in the city.
Yes. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
So the woman in this game wants to cover the world in a dank, horrible smelling swamp.
Well, if she wants to cover the world in a swamp, why didn't she just look in my jockstrap?
No!